The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Hey guys, Leomoki here, and I'm doing a new video for Fire Emblem, for the Fire Emblem series. To be honest, I haven't really done a Fire Emblem video in a while. I promised myself I was going to post my thoughts on each route from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, but I didn't do that due to, personal reasons and, that I don't want to talk about. But other than that, I do want to talk about the games that most likely will be coming out, that being the Echoes Remakes. It only makes sense right after 3 Houses that they would make a remake game to hold fans over while they make a new main title. I mean, they did it with Echoes Shadows of Valentia, so it only makes sense that they make a new Echoes Remake as well. However, I will be going into details on which games would be getting an Echoes Remake. However, there's only going to be 3. I'm not going to go through any more because they already made remake games. If you guys know about Shadow Dragon, New Mystery of the Emblem, and all that. So, at any rate, with that said, these are the 3 Echoes 3 past games that will get Echoes Remakes. Starting with the first one, being the most likely of remakes, being Genealogy of the Holy War. Now, it only makes sense that this would have, a Echoes Remake, since it was the 4th game in the main series. Not only that, it would have also took place after Shadows of Valentia, since they already did the Mystery of the Emblem, being New Mystery of the Emblem right after Shadow Dragon for the DS actually. Plus, the reasons being they took a lot of elements from Genealogy into 3 Houses, being the Holy Blood system, which is the Crest system, the Heroes Relics, being the legendary weapons, and the Time Skip, which was the 2nd generation in Genealogy, and just the 5-year time skip, having our students grow up a lot more older. So yeah, it only makes sense that this would get the next this would be the next Echoes Remake. So yeah. Not only that, Genealogy is still one of the most best story and character-based Fire Emblem games ever. Well, now I think it's second to 3 Houses, if I'm going to be honest. Not only that, they can also put Thracia 7076 into the Genealogy Holy War Echoes Remake as well, since it was just nothing but a huge ass prologue that got its own game and it was right between the 1st and 2nd generations of the Thracia of the Holy War in Genealogy. So yeah, I'd see Thracia also being part of the Echoes Remakes, but as probably a 5-chapter prologue within the Genealogy Echoes Remake. So yeah, number 2 being Path of Radiance. Not Radiant Dawn, just Path of Radiance itself. The reason I say only just Path of Radiance is because Path of Radiance was still one of the most equivalent and most popular story-driven, Fire Emblem game I've seen since they tried doing the same with Shadow Dragon. Plus, Path of Radiance had your traditional and regular supports. Not only that, Ike is still one of the most popular Fire Emblem protagonists known to still to this day. He's well loved, he has a great character arc, and he builds up more as a character. Heck, he's even the first main character who starts off as a peasant and grows to the title of nobility. How can you not like that? it only make, and plus this is the year that, well, Path of Radiance did get its anniversary when it first came to the GameCube. So if that happens, it only makes sense. So other than that, I see Path of Radiance getting its Echo remake this year, if possible. Other than that, next up, number 3, which to me is most likely going to happen, but not going to happen at the same time for certain reasons, and that being Binding Blade. Basically Roy's story. Now, Roy is still a popular Fire Emblem character, mostly due to his inclusion in Smash, and Smash only. So yeah, plus Binding Blade is starting to get much of a traction in a fan base due to certain Fire Emblem YouTubers taking a huge liking to it. Not only that, the original Echoes, director for Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia next wanted to make, Binding Blade to be the next Echoes remake. However, the higher-ups both in Nintendo and in Intelligent Systems say that maybe in another time, but they would probably want to make it the next line. They would probably make Genealogy the next line in the story of remakes, and then probably Binding Blade later. But who knows? Some directors do go off the rails and most likely make the game that they want, even if they said no. I mean, this has happened before, but either than that, they're usually fired right after. But other than that, I can still see, Binding Blade being made, especially for the first time Fire Emblem fans. Basically the ones who played the first Fire Emblem, being Blazing Sword for the Game Boy. Since Binding Blade is the future and Blazing Sword is a prequel to that one. And most Fire Emblem fans have never got the chance to play Binding Blade unless you want to emulate it through your computer, which, trust me, it's not easy and it's dangerous as hell. But other than that, it would be great to play Binding Blade. At any rate, those are the 3 Fire Emblem games I believe would get, an Echoes remake. Tell me what you guys think, which Fire Emblem game you would think is going to get the Echoes remake this year or next. Most likely next year. At any rate, this is Leon Moki, signing out. Later.